Today, let us learn about conditional clauses or if clauses. There are three types of them: type 1, type 2, and type 3. Look at those examples of type 1. If countries promote public awareness, it will beat pandemics. You can see the if clause is if countries promote public awareness. Here there is another example. If public awareness is promoted, pandemics will be beaten. This is just converting that into passive voice. So this way you can use type 1. So you have to remember, if countries promote, this is simple present construction. You are using V1 or S form here in the if clause. And in the main clause, it will be simple future or anything equivalent. Instead of this will, you can also use can, you can use may. These are the generally used helping verbs here. So you can see it is simple present plus simple future. This is called type 1. This means that we expect this to happen. If countries promote public awareness, that means we expect countries to promote public awareness, or we think that, or the speaker thinks that countries will promote public awareness. You should not say will in if clause here. If clause should be in simple present tense. You have to use V1 or S form only. Look at type 2. If people followed traffic rules, fewer accidents would happen. But when the speaker says like this, you have to understand that the speaker does not expect people to follow traffic rules. Of course, if they followed, fewer accidents would happen. But accidents are still happening because they do not follow traffic rules. This is the meaning of that. So here the speaker does not expect the people to fulfill this condition. That is the only difference between type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is probable, type 2 is improbable. If traffic rules are followed, accidents could be avoided. This is the passive option of the same type 2 conditional clauses. Type 3, if the authorities had made temporary arrangements, they could have controlled seasonal rush. So when you're talking about some temples or some places of worship, you can say this sentence: if the authorities had made temporary arrangements. But the authorities, of course, did not make temporary arrangements. They could have controlled seasonal rush, but the seasonal rush was not controlled because they did not make temporary arrangements. If they had made temporary arrangements, they could have controlled seasonal rush. But now there is nothing you can do about it. Impossible conditions. That means now you have got nothing to do about it. So if temporary arrangements had been made, seasonal rush would have been controlled. This is passive voice of type 3. People can also say like this: had temporary arrangements been made. This you can call it reverse condition. The same meaning. Seasonal rush could have been controlled. So these are the three ways in which you can use type 3 condition or impossible condition.